All right, here we go. It's King Shit, merry old King Shit here in the castle. And it's time today for another cannabis related video. So, first, this video is not intended for viewers who are not of legal age for cannabis in their state. The channel is not monetized, and all the content is intended as opinion and not to encourage anyone to do any illegal acts. All right, we got that out the way now. This is what we're talking about today. A little bit of herb superb here from the people at Realm. This is something I got at my local dispensary, Garden Remedies. And I really only got it because I needed to get over a certain dollar amount to be eligible to use a discount that I had for renewing my medical uh, card, so to speak. Anyway, so I usually don't like these kinds of papers they use. I don't want a filter on there. I just don't tend to go for the pre-roll stuff. But again, since I wanted to, it was a good choice, better than anything else for under $10 that I could fit in there. I think these were going for $9 if you bought something else, or it might even been the regular amount. Let me see if it's a like a 1 grammer. I think, or might be a gram and a half. Let's see if it says here, and it says this would be do onset THC net weight point oh. Give me a second here. 0.036 ounce, 1 gram. 1 gram. There we go. So a 1 gram joint, pretty average size joint. Nothing crazy, nothing tiny. And because I'm not rolling it, I'm not reviewing the bud in its flower form or opening anything. We're just gonna smoke it down. That's what we're gonna do, and this is what it looks like, right as it comes out. Here we go. All right, now got my little smokeless ashtray ready by my side, and we're gonna first again. Thanks for everybody who's been coming by, checking out the channel, leaving comments and subscribing and thumbs up and stuff. Love it. I'm so pleased and thank you so much. Hope you digging the content as much as I'm digging the herb. Now, let's see what we think of this one. Let's flare it on up. Cheers, y'all. I gotta say, so far, nice taste, very nice taste. It's hard to say the smell, like when I open the container, it didn't just go whoa. Sometimes that does happen with a pre-roll, but smooth, very nice taste so far. 1 gram roll like this, I should smoke for about 10 minutes, I would think. So I'll come up with all kinds of witty banter and interesting things to say about this. I promise I will. So this is cannabis. It's weed, marijuana, the ganja, the indica, the kaya, the collie bud, the herb superb, the shit I grow in my backyard. Getting to be growing season. I'm narrowing down these strains that I'll be growing for myself out in the yard soon. How about y'all out there? Comment in if you're a grower or a shower. This is a thumbs up. Yeah. I wish I could have seen. I mean, I could have like got a better view of it by cracking it open and letting out, putting some and re-rolling it if I wanted to, I suppose, right? But let's go with what we got. That's the idea, isn't it? Especially where this is not the way I would normally puff myself and to say I really still like, I really do. That's pretty good. Say this size, usually it'd be good for a couple of people. Very nice, very nice. Gotta say, effect is coming on now a little bit. Definitely the down, relax, nice feel. Yay! Just in case you don't know, besides doing the cannabis stuff, every Sunday I do King Shit Sunday Blues, play an original blues song, and also occasionally skateboard content. Hasn't been as much as it was in the past. This was the one time I was almost exclusively doing skateboard and stuff, but still trying to get out there occasionally and roll a little bit. Hopefully, real soon too. And there's oddball stuff on there, a Hot Wheels race now and then, or a show that I go to, a friend's show occasionally. That if I go to a show that I'm allowed to record myself, I'll do that occasionally. Summertime's coming. There should be some outdoor freebies. We'll see what happens. I would say this has just a hair of a hint of a citrusy smell. So it's a little on the gassy side, but it's interesting. It's a good taste. It's closer to what I usually like. Usually everything I get seems to be on the gassy side, which is all right. But I like the citrusy, flowery, fruity taste smell. This has a little bit of that in there. Ooh la la. Oh, and occasionally I do the hi-fi audio stuff too, mostly about 8-track and cassette music. As a musician, that's something that appeals to me a lot. I find like true analog recordings just sound more real to me, more like you're actually in the room with the music. Digital's convenient. You can have a million songs on a phone, like hours, days, and days of music. That's so convenient. It's pretty good sound mostly, but it's not the same if you compare them side by side. A good analog tape recording, the vocals, the horns, cymbals, there's a lot of things that you can't compare. They just get crushed in the mix when it's digital. The compression just takes away a lot of the dynamics and a lot of what makes music so good, from my opinion. I'll give you another peek here at my electric ashtray here. Little Amazon device I got from the missus for my birthday. Give everyone in the house a little break from the herb. I just replaced the internal filter after less than a month, and it was pretty gross. So it works, at least somewhat. It's not a perfect solution, but it's a good one. But it's not the cheapest of these style, but it's all metal. It seems well made. Holds a long charge. There's a lot of good things about it. Keep you from hotboxing the house a little bit at least. So, although that makes a good video, I've seen a few of them. We're also getting into April now. 420 is coming. King Shit has some plans. Yep. I don't know how much of it I'll record, but first, hopefully, of many 420 events. That's right. It's burning pretty darn good. Going well. Longer even than I think I would have expected so far, but it's all right. We're going to go this one right to the bottom. Just to get to the little mark in there where you can see the filter thingy. So we're making progress. Thanks for staying with me. Yeah, it's your head. There you go. No, careful, not too much. I don't want to see a joke on that. That's not nice. You liked it too, huh? Didn't you? Of course you did. It's some pretty good herb. I knew it would be. It's a good dispensary. They're not the cheapest method for getting your flour. I don't care. In my opinion, and just my opinion, THCA through the mail, you really can't beat it. You just can't. A lot of good options out there. A lot of good bud. Um, I'm finding new ones almost on the daily. I don't have to look that hard. There's a lot of us YouTube knuckleheads looking into them and reviewing them for you so you can do some research before you take a chance even. There's a couple I've gotten that I didn't see anyone else reviewing that I could remember. Well, at least not a lot of people, if none. So I like to do that too. Even I know that the number of views will drop off significantly, but my numbers aren't like, Beato kind of numbers and stuff. So it's not based on that for me at all. See, the key to getting a lot of internet views is build a little bit of a base and then say, I have to leave. I have to leave YouTube. I have to. And then everyone comes running to you like, why? And you say, oh, my viewership saved me. You brought me back. I'll never leave. See, that's an old pro wrestling ploy. I'm going to retire. No pro wrestler ever retires. I know I actually promoted one independent wrestling show myself and had a lot of friends and acquaintances through the business back in the days during the big wrestling boom of the 90s. God rest your soul, Killer Kowalski. Glad wherever you are. Nice guy. You shared a lot of time with me and gave me a lot of access. Those were good days. Getting there. A little bit left on this one. Gotta say. Within a couple puffs, this one was a thumbs up. It sure enough is. So now, again, it's almost springtime, isn't it? If I kick my tripod one more time, I'm going to kick myself. I guess I am in a sense, huh? Well, I hope if you're watching through this whole one that you had something to puff along with me yourself. I did give you a little bit for you that are of age. Hope you enjoyed as much as I have. Tried to keep it from getting too big of a puff off it. Don't want you gang on the head. Don't want that. No. Always seems to happen on bongs too. It's hard to gauge sometimes. It can be, even for my own use, let alone judging someone else. Boy, I gotta say, as far as cannabis goes, I cannot wait to start getting out there and growing this year. Last year was good. The year before there was a start. This year I feel like it could go real well. I'm not looking to go bananas. I see some people. I say I don't know how they can manage as much as they do or as big a plants as they do. Those 10, 12, 15 footers, no way. Too much. I have a feeling too when you start getting your plants that size. It's like the people who grow pumpkins for the fair. Like, are you gonna eat that 150-pound pumpkin? You know, I think the most natural way is the best way. Like, if it grows that big without you having to plow it full of stuff, and I don't mean just a little bit of fertilizer, as far as like a little manure or a little bit of like the fish remnants that I've used. Those are all as natural as it gets. They go back hundreds, if not thousands, of years. But so many things people insist that you got to use that maybe you get results for sure, but I don't need to get those kind of results. I'd rather have something I know exactly what's in it, and from the day the seed was put in the ground to the day I harvest it, my control. Dig that. Getting close. Run nice and smooth too. I will say that, even though these aren't my style of papers, this didn't run, didn't go out, handled it pretty well. Sometimes it's because it's from over dried herb that's just burning like lightning through it, but it's not. This was fine. Very much enjoying this, and very much enjoying making videos lately about the herb, and always on Sundays, my Sunday Blues show. But getting such good responses and having so much fun. Even some of the people's dispensaries and farms and whatnot that I've covered in this short time have reached out to me, and that's good stuff. That's great. Thank you, people, everybody, really. Cheers to all. Hope you finding the strains you love. This is right up there with them too. Local yokel strain, and I bet it doesn't get me a ton of response, but that's all right. These realm people probably should get some recognition. This is good. If they could give you something in this variety in the 39 an ounce range over the at the dispose here, I don't see it. The dispensaries here, they're making a good living and they're not going out of business. I know the city of Salem, not far from it, has at least 7. Lynn, I think, has 7 or 8 too. That's a lot. Some cities don't have that many bars or liquor stores, right? So this business, right? Think about where you spend your money. I know I am. That's all I'm saying. Certainly never tell anyone what to do. I don't mind telling you what I do, though. Just about to the end. Let's take another couple quickies. Well, all right. That was a thumbs up. Definitely a righteous bud. It was nice. Very nice. Feeling in a good way. um, Want to thank everybody, as I've said a couple times, for coming by the channel. Just having a good old time. That's what it's really all about, as far as I'm concerned. Checking out all kinds of stuff. I got another little sample of a bud that's name I can't even remember right now that I just got from my last haul from the JK distro. So I'll probably do a video on that in another day or two. But for now, I'm just going to call this one done. And this is Merry Old King Shit saying thanks for coming by. And for now, I'm over and out.